It's the J Report. I'm Brad Palmer. Thanks for joining us again. Our guest, Bruce Spiegel, who is the proprietor of the Jewelry Factory, jewelryfactory.com. And I am glad you are with us. But it's nice to know how we found you, and that is through an organization called jnetonline.org. Tell us about jnetonline.org.
Sure. Well, of course, you're familiar with Chambers of Commerce.
Of course.
And in our local area, I was president of the Universal City North Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, involved there for many, many years. And it always struck me that there was a Latino Chamber of Commerce and an African American and a Vietnamese and a Filipino and all of these other people, but that the Jews never had any kind of a business networking organization specifically.
And is it because we don't want to make noise? You know, don't call attention to each other.
I don't know. What do you think? People don't want to know that we're doing business with each other?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. There's no Jewish Journalist Society. There's no, Jewish Lawyer Society. I used to be a lawyer. I mean,
they might think that we're getting together.
We're getting together. It's the conspiracy.
Exactly.
I want to know where the meeting is.
It could be the start of something.
I want to know where the meeting is.
It's a secret. I'm sorry, we can't
we
tell
rule
you.
the media.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Keep going.
Well, maybe I'll get invited.
Exactly.
Anyways,
tell me about JNet.
So JNet was put together by a couple of business people. It came up with a great idea. It wasn't my original idea, to put together a networking group specifically for Jewish business people to come together and say, hey, I'm a plumber, I'm a jeweler, I'm a whatever, and be able to do business together.
Good for you for doing that. And you are the incoming president, is that right?
No, I'm the current president
You're the current
of
president.
the Valley Village, which is the fancy word for North Hollywood chapter of the San Fernando Valley.
And again, the website is jnetonline.org.
Right.
But not only are you the owner of this jewelry business called Jewelry Factory and jewelryfactory.com, not only are you the current president of jnetonline.org Valley Village Division, you're in a Neil Young tribute band. What more can I say? If you weren't my idol before, you're my idol now. I mean, who doesn't love a little Neil Young?
That's true. Well, Heart of Gold.
I guess
that kind of goes with everything. About 7 or 8 years ago, I decided to go back into playing music. I did it as a kid.
You did.
Played bass in rock bands, before college and all that. And 7, 8 years ago, I was at one of these street festivals, heard a band playing, decided to pick my old bass up, and started practicing again and getting the old hands working, and went back to it.
Okay, so in our final moments, Bruce, I want you to give us some tips about keeping our jewelry, our diamonds safe from chipping, if we have to bring it in for cleaning. Give us some tips.
Well, first off, probably the most important thing is once a year, any important diamond jewelry should go into a jeweler to have them take a look at them, make sure that the prongs are tight and there's nothing going on. Because one thing, and it always amazes me, that women wear their rings every single day. They wear them, they put their hands are in their purses. They're doing everything that they do, lifting weights, playing golf, whatever they do. And they don't think to bring it in to make sure that it's okay. I mean, they get their clothing dry cleaned. They even take a shower a few times a week, but they ignore their jewelry, and the jewelry can be cleaned at home, but I don't like people to use like toothpaste and make their own concoctions at home. We have a beautiful jewelry cleaner called Brilliant that we sell online at jewelryfactory.com.
There you have it.
Surprise, which is absolutely just fantastic stuff. And there's lots of good things to use out there. But keeping your own jewelry clean, bringing it in once a year is the best insurance against losing a diamond.
What would you say if you could speak with Louis Tamas today?
I would probably say that he was such a visionary to have that kind of thought and to be able to be so into family that he would reach across the ocean and put things at risk to be able to bring his family over at a time, we're talking around World War I now, that the world was very uncertain for Jews in Europe. We wouldn't be here now.
There is no doubt, and there are many Louis Tamases, but I'm glad I got to meet him, and I'm glad I got to meet you.
All right.
Bruce Spiegel, thanks for joining us. We'll be right back on the J Report.